Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we're taking along. I'm videoing this with a Galaxy A13 Android. Of course, it's an Android. What else would they have? And then this is the Panasonic Lumix. It's kind of a middle of the road, lower end DSLR vlogging camera. So it's okay. It does really nice color. The audio is not bad. It works with wireless mics that we have. And I'll show that to you in a minute. And so I'll turn this around, and actually I'm going to put everything on the Lumix now and show you what's going on from there. Yeah, so we don't have a lot of high-end camera stuff. We're just kind of getting into this and learning as we go. And so I'm going to show you what I'm taking along. I think I've shown you a couple items already. And a box full of wipes for lenses, for glasses. I'm constantly getting my glasses to a state where I can't see. It's nice to have them to clean off computers and phones and cameras and anything else that's in your face. Actually pretty much the same as some other kinds of wipes that you can buy for other things, I think. I picked up this bag, camera bag for camera stuff, video stuff, and I'm going to try to show you without kind of move the camera and stuff too much. So this has got some neat compartments on it that are have a lot of space and are good for organizing. What? Okay, so I was going to show you some of the cool compartments on this bag that I've already started to enjoy using. This actually has like a drawer. So you pop this open and pull it out, and there's your space for cameras and anything else. And the whole thing will pull out like this. So it's got Velcro compartments. You can make one side bigger than the other, and keep your lenses in here. I've got some lenses. I've got another little GoPro camera, which is this little knockoff. What is it? Yeah, an Akaso, aka SO. It's a good little camera. Actually, you'll see the opening footage of this video was shot with this, going from the house to the airport. So, been pretty pleased with it. It does a good little job, and it came with a little waterproof compartment case that I can take underwater and shoot footage underneath the sea. Yeah, and I got, this is actually an original lens of the 55mm lens that came with the camera, the Lumix, and it's a nice little wide-angle lens. It's not terribly wide. It's just kind of it's a good companion lens to have. I actually have been using the little telephoto that I've got, a little bit more than that. So those just slides back in. It's like a box. And then, let's see, I'm going to skip to something else actually. When you go to Thailand, I think almost anytime people go overseas, and they haven't been overseas a lot, sometimes you worry about power for charging everything. And I found this online, and because as we've gotten into the vlogging, the more stuff you get, the more you have to charge things, the more batteries you have to recharge. And so we got 2 cameras that each have 3-4 batteries each. We've got 2 or 3 microphones that are wireless microphones that need recharging if we're using them. And the little GoPro camera has a couple batteries and its own charger. The phones need charging. Everything's going to need charging. Well, this little unit has 2, 4, 6, 8 electrical outlets, and then on the other side it's got 4 USBs. So it's pretty cool. So we can put the USBs onto the other chargers for the other batteries, and then these are all free for computers and phones and whatever we need them for. So really, I don't anticipate needing any more power strips beyond this. And the cool thing about Thailand is that they pretty much modernized their electrical system in most places. I haven't had a need for an adapter. It used to be a thing that you would have to worry about adapters and so forth. Sometimes you'll run into the little 3-prong outlets, and so I've got one of these along in case that happens. So it's got the adaptation. Hopefully won't have this happen too often. I suppose there is some older construction around where you would run into that, but most of the time they're giving you the 3-prong outlet. It might, be there might be a few places though. So you just don't know. So it's not a bad idea to get one of these. It's only like $12 or something like that to get one on Amazon. And let's see, what else have we got? Here are the wireless mics that I talked about. These are called from Ceramonic, and I'm not promoting anything. We bought these to see what they're like, and in case we need something, like we're interviewing people and the camera mic can't handle what we're doing. So it comes with a couple of small lapel mics. It comes with some wireless mics that can be placed anywhere, basically. Let's go over my face. It can be placed anywhere. They can be, and it has a little clip, so you can clip it onto somebody's clothing or onto their belt. It's pretty sensitive, so it'll pick up most everything. And we haven't used them a lot yet, but we've used them a couple times, and they've been pretty good. Not sure about the battery life on them, but for the price, I don't know. We'll see how they turn out. If we get into using them more and they wear out and or don't do well, we'll let you know. Just trying that out. And see what else I got in here. Anything? No, that about takes care of that bag. And so, yes, see, that's lighting issue with the iris is being a little bit slow in here. The light's not real great in here, afternoon sun and all. So, clothing wise, last time I went, I took way too many pants. I went back in 2016. It was December, so I thought it might be a little bit cooler, and it was not cool at all. I mean, I was being met by a group the next day to work on a 4-H project at a school over in Kanchanaburi, Thailand, and so really it was just blazing hot, humid Thailand, and so shorts and sandals are great. So it's kind of getting used to my shape from the Whipple operation, and it's kind of strange because I've lost weight, and yet I'm still kind of big in the middle because of the Whipple operation makes your belly stick out a little bit more. I don't know if this is going to get better over time. It has gotten somewhat better since May, especially, quite a bit better. Probably can say I'm several inches less thick in that area, but it's still a little bit strange as far as what waistline clothing I should buy. So the best thing for me is adjustable waistbands and things like that. So that's what I'm going with right now. I will be taking a few t-shirts, not a lot, because I'll probably end up purchasing more t-shirts over there. The main thing I would recommend anybody take along is your own underwear, as many pairs you can take, because it's not that they don't have underwear there, and I'm sure with more expatriates living there now, there are probably more European and American sizes there. But you have to go out and shop for that stuff, and that and shoes are two things that are probably there in greater numbers and greater variety now. But I would still prefer to have my own along, so that I don't have to go out shopping for those things. I loved shopping for the t-shirts. There are really some unique t-shirts in Thailand, and I love. And they have pretty good shorts and slacks and things there too that will fit the weather better probably than what I've got. So rather than loading myself down with everything, I'm not taking a lot along. Something that I am taking along because I am really planning to spend some time at the ocean and beaches is I picked up my own snorkeling outfit, and this has got the fins and the snorkel and the mask and all that. And then I also picked up I don't know if you've heard about sea lice and things like that. I've actually observed a few people on video that had rashes from sea lice and stuff. So what a lot of people are wearing now is this kind of nylon suit that it's not a diving suit per se. It's more of a swimsuit that's, a full body swimsuit. But mine, I got the nylon type because I don't like polyester. I don't like spandex. and this feels cooler on the skin. It will, and yet it will probably still keep you warm a little bit as you get out of the water if it's breezy or something. But it's very lightweight. It's small. So, it's not going to take up a lot of space, can be compacted quite a bit. And compared to a rubber or any kind of, thicker suit that you can use, it really isn't going to be a problem taking up as much space in my bag. And another thing that I'm taking that I recommend you get when you get there is we have 2 or 3 pakamas between my wife and I, and this is all cotton fabric, but it's also very thin, and you can see the sun and stuff through it right there. And the nice thing about them is they dry quickly. So if you're traveling a lot and you're kind of living out of a suitcase, it can be really a lot more convenient than having thick cotton towels along, or even using the ones from a hotel, because they will dry faster, and you can keep them clean and wash them and stuff.
It has some good features.
So
it's like you can use this as kind of as a mono tripod, so you can put the feet together at the base, and or you can even take this part off of the base. And so the whole thing will come off. The bad part that I was going to tell you about is the whole thing can come off. So if you turn it around a few times while you're using it or something, you could all of a sudden have a kind of a floppy tripod. And so you got to kind of keep an eye on that, and as long as you're conscious of the fact that it does come loose down there, it's not a problem. And it gets pretty tall. I'll show you that. So you can see, yeah, it gets pretty tall. And then these are not extended fully either, so And I've had it out in the wind before, and you can get a little bit of motion from it with wind. But by and large, it's not a bad tripod. It's pretty sturdy too, and it'll come apart for traveling, so it won't take up a lot of space in the bag, and it's not very heavy. It's heavy enough to be stable, and it has its own little detachable mount, so you can put it on the camera and take the camera off when you need to do something else with it. And that's about it. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be on our way. Tomorrow morning we'll be getting up early, probably about 5:30 or so, and heading out the door. And our daughters are going to see us off at the airport. They're both going to be coming over to see us in December and spend some time with us there. And it's looking to be a pretty fun trip. We're going to be getting caught up with family. I've got and hopefully we're getting caught up with some friends, and it should just be a fun time. We're going to spend about close to 5 months there, more like 4.5, I guess. And so we'll be getting with you very quickly. We're going to be staying in a condo that's owned by some relatives of ours, and we're going to get to tell you about condo life. That's going to be a fun one. And we'll also talk a little bit about some of the immigration stuff and banking things that we're going to go through. So those will be topics that we'll be talking about. And then I'll also be getting into some of the health tourism topics that I hope to get into. One of the ones I want to focus on early on is mangoes. Not only because I miss Thai mangoes, but because they're incredible plants, incredible trees. And we'll be talking about coconuts and a lot of other plants and fruits and things that are there that are just amazing. And maybe spend some time in a marketplace. My wife and I are going to team up on some things and help each other out on some videos. And so those should be pretty fun topics too that we get into. A combination of Thai and English and all that. So it's going to be pretty cool. So see you across the ocean in Thailand.